Alright, there you are. Hey, Frog. Stop. Mouse movement's a bit clunky. Give me just a sec. Or something. Alright, this should work. There we go. Here. Oh wow, this is already off to an amazing start. Good to have you back, buddy. I mean, it's not like you've gone anywhere, but I've actually been the one that's gone somewhere, but hey, I was busy with school. So, before we get started, can you hear me alright? I can still screw around with the sound settings in the game a little bit. They finally added language settings in patch 1.5, which actually dropped pretty recently. I don't remember this being here last night, so this is actually perfect timing. You can see we can do English and quite a few other languages. Holy crap. And finally, this is really important for the stream, added subtitles, because as much as I love the sound of some of the whispers that we're hearing throughout the game, they can be very hard to hear, especially over stream. Oh, okay. Sound a little quieter. Let's go to 3135. Alrighty. There we go, yes. Alrighty, so this is Dusk. Basic plot of this game, in the style of all the best classic one-word first-person shooters. We are a nameless, referred to only as Dusk Dude, treasure hunter who has heard rumors of amazing stuff in the sealed-off town of Dusk. Which I think is in Arizona, was it? Where was it? Pennsylvania, not Arizona, Pennsylvania. Dusk, Pennsylvania. The whole town's been sealed off by the government. We have broken in to steal some treasure. But we got kidnapped by the local rednecks, dragged into the basement of a small house, and we've gotten hung on meat hooks. This is where we start. To be perfectly clear about like what the stream's basically gonna be, I'm not gonna be doing a super difficult run. I'll start with episode 1, The Foothills. We're going to be going on medium difficulty. I can take it. I still can't beat the game on Cero Miedo, which is Spanish for zero fear. And I'm not going to be getting every single secret. I'm going to be getting them as like I come across them and what I remember, but I'm not doing like 100% run-through. I'm actually going to be trying to just kind of demonstrate a standard playthrough of the game. I mean, I'm not the draw here. I want you to see this game. Oh yeah, Intruder mode, I won't be playing on Intruder mode. Intruder mode is basically pistol starting from Doom. You start each level having lost all of your weapons from the previous level. And you just start with the basic melee sickles. I like this mode. I'm not going to be playing on it. Because, again, standard playthrough. Let's get started. This game was made by David Szymanski, music by Andrew Holschild, and produced, and a lot of stuff was done by New Blood CEO, I believe, Dave Oshry. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, so as you can see, we're getting right into it. My basic weapon are these sickles. And these guys are called leathernecks. They're the basic first melee enemy in the game. They've got chainsaws, they walk up to you and try to swing them. These do a lot of damage. Oh, yeah, see? I just went from 200 health down to 185. Yeah, no, it's very fast. Also, good to see you, Zeno. Alright, here's some tricks you can use. Got this folder. You can throw items at enemies, and it's usually an instant kill. There's also... Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, crap, how do I... It's control now. There's a pistol down here. Flashlight. Yeah. And I'm already out of health. Luckily, they're also out of health. And now they tell us how to use the flashlight. Press F. So, first major secret of the game. Pick up this gas can. See that crack on the wall? Hold on. I need to rebind a control here. Crouch, 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 crouch. Where's crouch? There we go. Sorry, they apparently changed the default for this in the recent 1.5 patch, but I've gotten used to it the other way. These guys are Black Phillips. They are annoying. They're going to be our first range enemy for now. They fire very fast, small blood pellets, basically. One of the nice things is that none of the enemies in this game are hit scan enemies, so there's always projectiles for you to dodge. And these guys are mages, or wizards, depending on what you want to call them. They're your pretty much basic ranged enemy. They shoot a fireball, based sort of like Imp from Doom. Keep it right here. This is the fast fire totem. Makes you shoot super fast. I'm not going to get it just yet, because I want to actually demonstrate it. Shotgun. Yeah, the funny thing, Zeno, is that there's an upgraded version of the wizards later in the game that are actually called Grand Wizards. Okay. Quick switch on the back of this thing. Thing up there. Let's grab the fast fire. Now, using the secret kind of destroys the intended level progression, so I'm going to go back down just a second, but these are armor. Armor in this game is called morale, and since we're a treasure hunter, morale is gained by grabbing treasure. Shotgun's a pretty good weapon. Oh, here we go. Hey, another pistol. Guess what? Hell yeah! Right now we have access to the sickles, dual pistols, and the shotgun. There's one other weapon that I didn't know about for a really long time. You press 0, you get a cigar. I think it restores health. I haven't actually ever tried this, but maybe not above 100. Its crosshair is the little S symbol we all used to draw when we were kids. Alrighty. Open the door. I don't know if you were here for this, Zeno, but I'm not going to be getting all secrets in every level, but I'm at least going to get all the secrets in this level, because they're really easy. Big wall here. These are rats. Rats are bastards. They are super hard to hit. They don't do a lot of damage, but as you can see, I was at 149. There were only 2. Oh, you were already there. Okay. I didn't know you were in the thing. There is going to be a giant rat, and presumably he makes all the rules. Teleport back here. Finally, we can actually really get started. Boxes can be lifted up, sometimes they have goodies in them.
Kill him.
That's the sound of a wizard. Funny thing is, the wizards have a lot of voice lines, and some of them are referencing other games. I'll point them out as we hear them. As you might be able to hear, this game's sound design is just absolutely amazing. Anyway, secret right here. Got a priceless diamond. That's plus 50 morale. We're already at 100. These doors are jammed but look rough, so we can basically just shoot through them. This one's a secret. You can rest in beds to get another 25 morale. Oh, this feels amazing to play. Here's a chest. Has some morale in it. Don't actually need that since we're at 100. Another bed.
Kill him.
Something below is calling us. You'll see graffiti around the game. It's actually pretty good at giving us a bit of a story. You can drink beer to get morale. There's a thing in here. Here it is. Look switch. There we go. This actually just opens the same way to the secret we got earlier, but that's cool. There's two ways into the secret. You can blow up the wall, and if you use that one gas can that they give you, then you can get in this way too. The next in the house. You examine the chainsaw. What a massacre. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, I mentioned the text on the wall. Something below is calling us. Oh yeah, beer, there's a couple things that allow you to overcharge your health. Normally you can't, like health packs, you notice I've been not picking up health packs because they can't get your health over 100, but magic potions that drop from enemies can get you over 100. There's a couple things like beer and individual gold coins that can bring your morale up over 100 too. You can use sinks. If I was at less than 100 health, then that would actually regain 1 health for every time I use the sink. What the? Oh. There we go. Now? Oh yeah, I also picked up, in that one secret with the rats, I picked up the super shotgun. Forgot to mention that. But I won't be using that just yet. Double shotguns! You can't double up on every weapon in the game, but you can double up on the pistol and shotgun, and they are awesome. Like Phillips.
Sacred non-believer.
Hell yeah! There's a lot of references in this game if you haven't already noticed. Is that everything? Yep, that's all the enemies and secrets. Finally, there's one more mechanic the game wants to teach us about. That way just goes back to that castle we came out of earlier. That's why I said it destroys the intended level progression. Because if you don't go back down, you just keep going this way, you actually end up outside the house and skip the entire basement section. I think for speedruns, it's actually faster to go through the basement section, though, than pick up the gas can and blow up the wall. DUSK has one more little surprise for us. If you crouch while moving, you slide. Level 2, down on the farm. One thing I definitely will be doing secret-wise is I will be getting all of the secret levels and showing those off. Time to break up the party. You missed the fast fire in the first level, you get it here. thing here, by the way, that I just remembered. Assault rifle. And super shotgun is a double-barreled shotgun. Uses the same ammo as the shotgun, but takes two bullets per shot, if I'm remembering correctly. Cracks on the wall. Gas can. Boom. Before I go in here, let's go in here. Kind of interesting too. Go. More black pillars. There's some wizards up there. Unfortunately, you can't get triple shotguns. Double is as far as it goes. I always find those hard to get. Oh. Hello? Super shotgun gives enemies a lot of the time. And can one-shot the leathernecks. Free for morale. Yeah, I have no idea. God rats. Yeah, I'm good at this game, but oh, here we go. This is important. Soap. You get an achievement for picking up soap in every level of the game, but soap also has a more important purpose.
Non-believer.
Soap will instantly kill any enemy that you throw it at. These guys are possessed scarecrows. They have the super shotgun. They are very, very dangerous. Until you soap them. This should be familiar to anyone who's played Doom. This is a key door. You need the red key to open it. Health up here. Got this whole corn maze. This is a really cool level if you go through it. Gonna do something tricky here. Oh, shoot. Use the barrel. Yeah, you can accidentally hitbox a lot. I'm gonna put the barrel there for the time being. Grab stuff back here. One really cool thing is that everything that is interactable in this game, either like an enemy or a health pickup or whatever, has a glow from really far away so you can see it. So I was able to spot that little potion there, despite being like all the way over here. Another scarecrow. Go. Here's a nice little secret. Got a whole bunch of these things. And we can open this up. Second secret. And this secret is way cooler because we get the rivet gun. This is going to be our rocket launcher. These rivets, we can pick up our ammo for it. So you can teleport out with this, but there's an important thing you should do first. This is not technically a secret. This is a super secret, but it's also just a really cool one, and I want to show it off. So take the basketball before you teleport back. There's a hoop right here. Opening it up leads to Rachel's secret area. One of the developers. This has every weapon in the game alongside a whole bunch of ammo. I'm not actually going to pick up anything here, aside from the hallowed health, which overcharges your health by like 50%. And some rivets. Teleporting out also puts you on the roof where you can pick up a second hallowed health. Go back through the house.
Kill him.
Oh, hey. Missed you. Didn't miss you that time. You go back to the house, as I was saying. Jump up to the roof again. Jump out here, you can actually pick up this rivet. There's some stuff on the roof over here, too, but I don't remember how to get to it. Oh yeah, the weapons in this game are pretty great. There's nothing as, like, ridiculously cool as, like, the BFG 9000. There was apparently originally planned to be a BFG-like weapon, but it fell through in development. Which is fine, because the weapon balance is really good here. That one's always really hard to slide under. Let's demonstrate the rivet gun. Hell yeah. Yes, you can shoot through trees with your shotgun. Trees are technically destructible terrain, which is awesome. Yes, there is infighting. We kill the scarecrow. We can see that the leatherneck gets hit by the fireball, and the wizard will just kill him. Explosive barrels do what they normally do in games. Oh. Hello. Alright, so that's the red key, but if you look behind this stuff, there's like a switch. A secret door opens. That's important. Oh, shit. Sorry. Drop the mouse. Now we can't open the red door. Go in there. See, the tricky thing is sometimes these scarecrows don't come to life, so you never really know. This switch opens that door, but we're not going that way. Instead, I'm gonna go back over here. Back down in here. And hey, look, this secret door opened when we pressed that switch. Not only is this a secret, this is the way to the first secret puzzle. Missed 3 kills. Oh well. I know I'm doing a terrible job at not showing off all the secrets here, but I've just memorized these first few levels. Once I get to the levels that I don't know as well, we'll be missing some secrets. The dim... I've never understood how to pronounce that word. Sloth? Slough? The dim sloth. Whatever. First secret level, I'm pretty sure a reference to a level of a similar name in Doom, but I can't be sure of that. Right at the beginning, we have this blue key door we need to open. Basically just a swamp, really. Ammo. Whole bunch of cultists down here. Trow? Slough? Okay. Or trough. God, you know, now I don't know how trough... Ugh. I think that's how corn works? Let me see more. Oh well. Trough. Okay. By the way, if you drink... I'm not doing it, but if you drink too much beer, you actually get intoxicated and will start like your camera will start moving around on its own. Your aim will get all fuzzy. It's great. Not what I meant to do.
Heretic.
Okay, so this is the dim sloth. Ready? Go around here. Go. That was a bad hit. I shouldn't have gotten there. This is a jump pad. Pretty much literally just used to get up here. Grab some coins. Right here. Getaway. I remember quickly, one of these pools actually has a secret in it. I don't remember which one. That secret gets you the yellow key, which unlocks some more secrets down here, but whatever. This is the intended path. Go down here. And you kind of get this area that I'm still not sure what this is. I think maybe you can fall down here from some other area. Anyway, ladder. Rats. See the yellow doors? I don't have the key because I didn't find that first secret, so sometimes secrets are locked behind other secrets, and now I can't get that hallowed health. Or the soap. Or wait. Nah. There's no falling damage in this game, so you're fine. Rats. The funny thing about rats is, like, they're terrible, and the game knows they're terrible, and the game will specifically use them to control you. Just switch somewhere down here. Here it is. Boom.
Heretic.
So that's a reference to the game Heretic. I'll just also say blood. Yeah, see there. It said blood. Both games that massively... Well, Heretic didn't really inspire this game as much. It did inspire the other game made by these people, A Medieval, which is a huge Heretic / Hexen thing. Go. Level always fucks with my sense of direction. Not the most, though. There's way more fucky levels in terms of, like, where sense of direction is going. Here we go. Forgot I actually have the right Scarecrow up there. Scarecrows are announced with that cawing noise. This ladder is two-sided, but you can only actually get up to one side. Blue key. Switch to open the gate. That way we can easily get out without going through those sewers again. Right here. Jump over. Here we go. All the way back to the beginning of the level where we found this door. There's a thing here. Opens up a little secret. right here. The shot. Oh. On the back. I don't know what it does. One more scarecrow, just a little fuck you. They actually take 2 rivet shots to kill. Generally you find secret walls by looking for misaligned textures. I'll show next time I find one, I'll show you exactly how you're supposed to notice it. Now, either from down on the farm or from the dim sloth, we get to old time religion, which is a really good level. Dig up some graves. Oh yeah, that. If you're in the air and you move your camera right, alright, see you, Xeno. Drop back in later if you're still free. I'm gonna be playing this for a while. You can jump and do a flip if you move your camera right. I can never do it right, and there's no real reason to do it, but it's cool. All sorts of bones and stuff, occasional rivets. Viscera, which, funnily enough, this kind of viscera, if you have a fire handy, you can actually cook and eat it for 25 health. Dusk Dude has braver guts than I do. Yellow key. And hey, on the back of this grave, click the switch, opens up here. And if you didn't get the super shoddy before, you'll get it now. Plus some coins. Now, we can go in the front door after we kill some more guys out here. Some over in this direction. Go. Blue door in the back, red door in the front. This is clearly a thing for later. So yeah, we can go in the front door with the yellow key we just got, or we could be clever. This isn't a secret, it's just an alternate route. Gonna take this gas can down with me. There's another gas can down here already. Let's build the wall here to get some stuff. I love how the gas can can take a whole lot of punishment, but doesn't actually explode until, like, you throw it in particular. Hey, there's a rat. You can also shoot the gas can to make it explode. This is where you would get the assault rifles you didn't have before. There's like a military guy here. Hate that. here for some more morale. Pick up this gas can. They give you 3, but you really only need 2. So I used the other one to get started on killing those rats. Crack in the wall right here. Oh, we have not seen the ROUS level. Trust me, we will get there. Secret here. You can get the blue key early. Just going out because I like this cliff. Look at that forest. Blue key. I'm gonna pause here to listen to Andrew Fulschultz's music. So. Red key. With this. You get the blue key here, although we're not really supposed to yet. Go. Under here, there's some coins. Now, the Scourges of Olden. Here's a fun secret. You can just walk right through here to get a diamond. That's not a misaligned texture. I have no idea how you're supposed to know that, but it's cool. So this is a misaligned texture. Take a look at it. You see how there's this, like, really hard line that you can kind of see? It's weird, doesn't line up with the other textures on the walls. That's because it's a secret wall. Now we go through the intended way. Dive into this water. There's no drowning in this game, so feel free to spend as much time underwater as you like. Come out right here. This door. And if you're playing normally and don't have the blue key yet, you immediately beeline to this red door, which drops out the floor under you and lands you in this arena full of wizards shooting fireballs. But there are these barrels you can use to kill most of them. This game has real good level design. And you'll come up behind to this room, which is full of Weapon X. Now I've got the blue key for real, for the second time. You can actually leave here. But oh no! 3 possessed scarecrows. That drops you back down. Kind of a little shortcut back to where you want to be. Get you right back down in this area, from which you can access this blue door that I showed you earlier. Around here, fall down. So here's a good way to show something. Check this out. You can deflect fireballs with your sickles. Timing's a bit weird sometimes, though. Hallowed health up to 135. You know what that means? Time for a boss fight. Intoxicator! Place is littered with beer bottles.
My pet. You pay for that.
But yeah, no, a sickle only runs definitely possible. One of the awards, so the 4 awards you can get at the end of a level are Completionist, Pacifist, Low Tech, and Untouchable. Completionist is kill all the enemies, find all the secrets. Pacifist is kill no enemies directly. They can still die to infighting, though, which is often how you defeat, like, otherwise untouchable bosses, but hell. At the end of the day, you can usually run past most things. Low Tech is finishing the level without using anything except the sickle and one other weapon that we'll find later. And Untouchable is never get hit. So, we have no more enemies in this level, so it's a perfect time to show off Intoxication. I just want to note, I'm not touching the mouse right now. Intoxication is nasty. Anyway. Oh. I could have... No, it's just... I could have sworn there was a thing there, but I guess not. So that's old-time religion. Here I got Completionist, because all secrets and all kills. Steamworks! This is a perfectly alright level. I always find it a bit unmemorable, but hey, some of them had to be, you know? Soap right away. Where are you? There you are. By the way, yes, you can soap the bosses. I'll be showing that off at least once, but not on any boss that... You'll see how I handle it. Basically, there's a boss that has, like, 2 of it that you have to fight. I'll soap one and kill the other normally. Level's a bit maze-like. So, Frog, just to clarify, you mentioned in our private chat that you're familiar with Blood, yes? Like the game. If so, there's a really nice surprise in this game for you. I don't want to call it a Blood reference exactly, but it's something of the nature. Although we might not get to it in this stream if I can't do the whole game. Crap. Okay. Fast fire. Oh no, it's not made by the same people. I think there are 2 references in this game to another game they made. Dave Oshry worked on the remake of the game Rise of the Triad, and there's some jokes from that in this game, namely one particular boss fight that is admittedly very funny on its own, even without the further context. Oh, there he is. That's where I was getting shot from. You can shoot through these kinds of grates. Yeah, Rise of the Triad, from what I hear, it was kind of a buggy mess, but a fun buggy mess. The portals work. He is pleased. Hey, can you spot the misaligned texture? Nice ammo in here. Another secret wall over here. All sorts of great stuff. And then another one here. Got this stuff. Rivets. There's the DUSK symbol. He is all around you. Nice stuff. But there's a ladder here. And up this ladder is the most terrifying enemy we've faced yet. Dopefish. Okay, got now the we got the blue. Where do we use the blue? We actually saw a wall we can walk through. If you remember, in Old Time Religion, there was that rubble, but that's not used very often. Most of the time. It was also in the first level, but I think they stopped using it after a while because they realized they were much harder to figure out. Okay, now I'm lost. I swear I'm good at this game. I just get ketchup IQ from Steamworks. Maybe it's over... Dude. Where's the rat? There he is. Oh! Okay, general rule of this game. If new enemies spawn in a place that you've already been, probably means you gotta go back there and you're on the right track. Okay. Shoot. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Oh, set them all on fire. Oh yeah. Oh, probably stand away from them. There we go. Yeah, I think you're expecting to do that. And exit. So that's Steamworks. It's alright. Let's get on to the real shit. Sawdust. If I remember correctly, this is the first level I had trouble with on my first playthrough. It's easy now, though. First thing you gotta do is, pull wave of black fillets. roots. Go. More Phillips. Probably start using the mortar gun more. Or the riveter. Not the mortar gun. Mortar gun's a different gun. Boom. If you can deflect the Black Phillips shot, I haven't been able to. Either way, it's really hard. Red key. You can go up here. This is the hunting rifle. I'm not going to use it just yet because these guys aren't worth using it on. The hunting rifle is awesome. There we go. That's a riveter. So the hunting rifle does super shotgun damage, but it's got insane range. There we go. Go around here. Find a little, One detail I like is that the possessed scarecrows explode into straw when killed.
Kill it.
Here. Run some leatherneck. Boom. Okay. There's a scarecrow here, he doesn't turn, he's not an enemy. Now, here, I'm going to demonstrate something. This is a Crystal of Madness, and when you throw it, it creates a green gas that makes enemies infight. That'll do. Yellow key here, and one more Crystal of Madness. I'm gonna bring this to the end of the level. Or actually, before I do that, I'm gonna put it down carefully right here, and demonstrate pretty cool arena. Draw my shotgun. Oh yeah. Honestly though, it's just all it's used for is really item pickups, and I've never found it that useful to know what's happening. I'm getting more shit, and that's all that matters. But yes, I do agree with that complaint that the red text on screen is mostly fine, but at the top of the screen it can be really difficult. Crystal back up. onto this train. This train has a shotgun on top of it. You can crouch jump. I can do it properly. Into the train. And what do those bubbles mean? There it is. The soap. Let's where you find the soap in that level. I'm not actually going to be using it. We're basically almost done. Just one more little detail. I suppose there's probably something right outside here. That's where you get the super shotgun if you didn't pick it up anywhere else. Yeah, soapbox. Hey, a button to press. That's not suspicious at all. Let's bring the crystal with us. These are fork maidens. They do a lot of damage, but I'm going to make them infight. This is really hard if you don't do this, because, like, it's a very enclosed area, and they have a very fast projectile. That'll do, ladies. They weren't human. To the Cuddy Mine. Let's go to the Cuddy Mine. Oh yeah, the enemies will steadily get more and more creepy as we go on. And like, we started with Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit, so it only goes up from here.
Kill him. Heretic.
Cuddy Mine is very claustrophobic. I find it super memorable because I died a lot here on my first time through. This door opens elsewhere. You have to go through this little maze. I'm preparing my super shotgun because at the end of it, you find a fork maiden. Go. Diamond. I think that there might be a thing here. Not. Nope. Just wall texture. Check it out. You can see Orion's belt. The track door opens. Spooky ghost! Spooky ghost through the wall. I love that. If you actually, like, slow down and look at it, it's literally just a JPEG of a Halloween ghost that floats to the wall here. It's great. Yeah.
Kill him.
That sinner thing, that's what the fork maidens sound like. All enemies have unique audio cues. Then we get too close to the wall here. Some leathernecks pop out. Yellow key. The one major secret I remember here all the time is, there's a couple here that I remember. One of them is, under here there's a diamond.
Heretic.
I think the second secret is also around here somewhere, but this I love. You open this, there's a wall, guy laughs at you, and 4 maiden spawns. Actually, 3 of them spawn. Blood really hits that precise, like, balance of occasionally being really good to you and occasionally being a total asshole to you. I love it. Anyway, that also spawned the red key over here. Let's pick up our assault rifle. As the second that we walk over this fire totem. Second orc maiden somewhere here. One nice thing is if you continuously shoot an enemy, it'll often stunlock them. I should have probably gotten hit way more than I actually did there. Is that it?
Impressive.
Alrighty. That's the Cuddy Mine. We are just speeding through this game. We're over halfway done with episode 1. Dead of the Night. This one's a fucking cool arena. Oh yeah, Dusk Dude rules. Like, this is beyond Dante, this is Caleb from Blood Bubbles. I'm just being a fucking killing machine. Classic Doom Guy levels too. I mean, if you calculate Doom Guy's like actual land speed from how he moves in Doom, he's ridiculously fast. Oh, firing speed, yeah. That too. Honestly, the assault rifle just fires fast anyway. Also, technically, this is called an assault rifle, although it technically should be a machine gun, if you look at it, but whatever. This is the crossbow. Bolts will pass through enemies and walls. This is that second weapon I mentioned that you can use for low tech. Low tech means you only get to use the sickles and crossbow. Ribbits up here, lots of hunting rifle ammo around, so I'd say let's oblige them. Where'd she go? I forget how to move here. Okay, grab the crossbow. Okay, here's a secret. This one's already pre-exploded for you. Crossbow actually does comparable damage to the hunting rifle if I'm remembering correctly. This one has a ton of gold coins. Crack in the wall there. Gas can here. You can also use the rivet gun to open up cracked walls, but I like using the gas cans.
Heretic, kill him.
Even they point you this direction. Open up here. Find this little area. Leave side here. A whole bunch of rivets. You can jump too, just for fun. You teleport out, right back on top. This is also technically a secret, although I don't really think it should be one, because it's very obvious and out in the open. So that's kind of a theme for secrets in this level anyway. I believe the next place to go is inside this house. Here's an extra way out. Go up here. Go a whole bunch of wizards. And get the hell out to find some black filler. Here's a fire. I like that you don't even have to have like a tinderbox or anything. DUSK Dude just looks at this wood and fire happens. DUSK Dude rules. Oh. Time for the hunting rifle. Sometimes I find it even easier not to zoom in. Sometimes not. There we go. I've got the blue key now. Where do I? There's the blue key. Wizards in here. Red. Now we've got Fork Maiden spawning. Go. It's not to actually, but I've got a whole bunch of rivet ammo lying around. So leave that. 20 should be enough. 25 is the max amount of river ammo you can hold. This, if I'm remembering correctly, is actually Dave Oshry. Appears to be a cult leader.
Heretic.
Here's a good time to talk about crossbow firing through walls. Yep, crossbow fires through everything. And since it's a thing in this game that if you hit a switch with a weapon, it turns on, the crossbow is very useful for speedrunning, because you can hit switches through walls. Here's a Silence of the Lambs reference. Rub lotion on skin. No hose for me! It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Teleport in here. You have two choices of door. But they both lead to the same place. I tend to like using this hallway because it puts the enemies in a nice single file line. Especially good with the crossbow. I think it's high time for a boss fight in the Sanctum of the Worthy. I'm actually just going to make a quick save to make sure, because I don't want to go through that whole level again. These are the Duke brothers. They fire homing fireballs, and are generally kind of assholes. Not too hard, though. Especially with the Riveter and Super Shoddy. Interesting. I don't know why the buttons work like this, but there's a couple of button things in the game where you have to like press a certain combination. You're never really given those, it's just trial and error. I don't quite get it. This teleporter just takes you back to the rest of the level in case you wanted to gather secrets. Or kill the 3 guys that I missed, probably in a secret somewhere. Through the gate. This is another level I don't find quite as memorable, at least the first half. The second half of this level gets pretty fun. But the beginning is really just a mountain area that's full of enemies we've already fought. I suppose we haven't really done a mountain area yet, though, aside from maybe Sawdust, so... Feels a bit similar to Sawdust, really, but not as great. Oh wait, did I get all those secrets? I thought I missed one. In that case, it was probably just an enemy, like, in an out-of-the-way corner that I missed. Thing there. Use an explosive barrel. I'm going to show you where the secret is, but not actually what's in it. There's another secret behind it. Just because there's actually one weapon that I want to leave a spoiler until we get it for real. They are all one. This actually takes us much further into the level. Probably shouldn't have done this, it kind of destroyed the progression. Ah well. Guess we're going at this from behind. Oh boy. I'm not doing so great. Someone was playing Dusk. Don't have time to play with myself. Do have time to eat hash and drink beer, though. Oh. Here we'll find a yellow key. And a teleporter back out here. Probably stop being so cavalier all the time and actually build up some health again. Yeah, maybe a good idea. Okay. An enemy that we won't officially meet until later in the level. I'll keep that vague for now. Where's the door? Somewhere here. Here's the thing. You can hop behind here, find some hunting rifle ammo. It's technically considered a secret. Red key. Here. Apparently not. Can't hit. I don't think the difficulty changes which enemies spawn, but it does change the enemies themselves. They'll be, like, faster and hit harder. I'm out of river right now. Down there's a bunch of black pillows. Here's a red key. Well, it's dead soldier, guys. Yellow door. Great example of the game being a dick. Drop me into a room full of rats. Thank. That's the one. That's the secret I don't really want to reveal. Where the heck is he? Right here. Shoot. Ah, here we go. I hope you didn't see what that was. It's gonna be cool when we find it in episode friggin' 3. Way. Here. go outside. Here's an interesting looking creature. We'll be seeing more of him later. Okay, I didn't remember that this guy actually does turn. That actually started me. Righty. They're soldiers. They're basically the HECU Marines from Half-Life. They're actually very easy. They go down to 3 shots from the pistol or the assault rifle, but they're cool. And this is the mortar gun. It's your grenade launcher. Push that button. This gate opens, and we see a war zone. Yep, there's a lot of good information in the corners. You can actually see what weapon you have equipped as well, and what other weapons you have. Mortars will automatically explode if they directly connect with an enemy, like that. But otherwise, I'm pressing the alt fire to detonate them manually, like that. Alright, so there we go. Yep, welcome to Dusk. Population 666. Guys up in this tower. You'd think this would be the exit, but nah. Exit's actually over this direction. This place is doomed. Get the hell out. Here's a level I really like. So if enemies are turned away from you at the beginning of the level, you can actually stealth kill them, in a way. As long as you don't walk into their line of sight, and nothing else makes noise, then they won't notice you. Here. Find a secret. Anyway, this is Ghost Town. I really like this level. It's well designed. All these enemies on rooftops might suck if you didn't have the hunting rifle, if you were pistol starting, but hey, there's a hunting rifle right here. Thanks, Dave. That could have been very bad. There's a lot of secrets in this level, hiding in buildings and such. Here's some cultists. Or wizards. I didn't know their name when I first played, so I called them cultists, and now I can't switch back. Doesn't really make sense, I guess, because they're all cultists. At least all your basic guys are. Military guys, I'm not sure if they're cultists or not. I think the implication is they're studying the weird shit going on in Dusk.
Stop him.
Rats. Yellow key. Leads you out basically where you started. Eh. Fucking rats! Eh! Yep. There you are. Rats, you have no idea how hard rats are to hit. It's even worse when I'm being watched, because, you know, there's no streamer is as good at playing the game on stream as they are playing it alone at home.
Kill him.
Ah! Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, this is gonna suck. There's a thing over here. Flip switch. It's hard to play the game well and be entertaining at the same time, you know? Secret is the red key. That's what we got from that switch there. Yeah, here's something that's... I'm gonna save here. This is definitely going to suck. Yep. Thought so. Oh boy. Yeah, this is an annoying bit. Let's hope I first. Don't care that I'm using all my ammo. Gotta go. Water. Or riveter. Infighting. never been able to figure out a good way to get up to those rivets up there. The only jump pad's over here, and I can... Well, I suppose there is one thing. The crossbow has another special property, as if it wasn't special enough already. Check this out. It actually gives you backwards momentum when you fire it. Which means you can use it to jump. I don't think there's like an air dash. You can't. It's too fast for you to do it normally, but you can do this. It's a little bit of a thing, but combined with a certain power up, the crossbow also becomes really cool later on.
Heretic.
Now once you're down to just a few enemies, it always feels good to go on a little super shoddy rampage.
Heretic.
This is going to be the exit, but a little something over here. Here's the crossbow again. You were wondering, yes, you can also rocket jump, but the crossbow is healthier. There we go. Back in here. A little extra.
Blood.
Right. Crossbow ammo. That red key that we got from a secret, I know there's a secret red door somewhere here, but I don't quite remember where it is. Oh, here it is. Whole bunch of ammo. Nice stuff. Let's finish the level. Oh yeah, books and beer. That is a great store. Fucking love it. Dusk has its priorities straight. And by Dusk I mean the town, but also the game. Here we go. E1M9. Next up's the boss level. Creation.
Are you prepared for what's next?
You know, I actually think I am. This level's technically going to introduce a new enemy, but they're not, like, really going to be there until episode 2. One of those situations where you gotta figure out which button combination. Never remember this one. 2 middle ones, okay. What do you mean last one of the chapter? Oh yeah, this is the last last level of this chapter. So you got some soldiers here, and also scientists. These guys are basically going to be replacing the Leathernecks for the second episode. They're essentially the same enemy. They rush at you and try to do a melee attack. Their melee attack is way faster and just as damaging. There's a thing over here. Thing. Where is it? Is it here? Two. Don't remember where the secret here is. I need it for... Damn it. More texture. Where are you? Oh, there you are. So. I'm just gonna leave the soap right here. Oh yeah, no, it actually... There's a much more hilarious comparison. That actually makes sense because they're injecting with some sort of syringe. So you would assume that would do a lot of damage. Like, you can actually see here. That's what they're attacking you with. The more interesting part is that they have more health than the soldiers. So, a scientist armed with a syringe is much harder to kill than a fully armored marine. Anyway, what did we create? We created a new save. So we got River 20. Oh yeah, let's do this. Flip the switch on. This is the experiment. Giant fire horse. Now, a second experiment. Yeah, this is my demonstration. Soap instantly kills it. And yeah, we get a fast fire for this. That will lose out because 2 rats and a secret containing the failed experiment, which is a tiny one! That still explodes into gigantic jibs. That's that for episode 1 of Dusk.
This is only the beginning.
Hell yeah, it is! The meat hook wounds in your back still throb as you make your way down the cold, black, and bloody hallways that once held those monstrous creatures. You leave the ruined town of Dusk behind, littered with the corpses of the possessed, hoping never to return. In the distance stand imposing silhouettes of what appear to be military facilities. But why? A dark voice pushes you forward. Do you truly seek answers? Is it simply too late to turn back? Continue the Dusk experience in episode 2, The Facilities. Hell yeah, this game's awesome. Alright, back to the title screen. What time is it? It's 4:40. I've been doing this for, almost 2 hours. I'm still up for it. Let me just rest my wrist for a minute. Alrighty. Also, when you go back to level select now, if you look at it, you see these sickle crosses on all the levels, just like in Doom. But the sickles actually change depending on how many awards you've gotten. Like you can see this dim slot where I got no awards. It's like these rusty sickles, but there's a slightly shinier one for head cheese. If you get all 4, they turn... Like, if you get 3, I think, they turn golden, and if you have all 4 awards, then they'll turn bloody red. Alrighty. The facilities. I can take it. Episode 2. Here's our first level, the granary. Keep it right here. You can immediately grab the rivet gun. Which, annoyingly, first enemy here is a rat, and if I don't want to sickle it to death, I have to waste a rivet on it. Ammo. We get a pistol. And right off the bat, soldiers and fireballs. Holy shit. Those fireballs are actually a new enemy, but we'll actually see it later. Although, technically, we've seen it before. Up here, the shotgun. Can jump up onto this. Some more ammo. There's some more soldiers down there. Enemies can also use the bounce pads. So that's a thing. Oh, geez. Forgot they teleported in like that. These guys are welders. Remember them from earlier? They shoot fireballs. Now, welders have an interesting little aspect to them, which is that they have a bunch of flammable gas on their back. So when you kill them, they'll ignite and eventually explode, which can damage other enemies. If you jib them, then they will explode instantly, damaging any enemies directly around them. Good stuff. As usual in these kinds of games, new episode, lose all your weapons. There's a rat somewhere in here, I can hear it. Best way to take care of welders is actually, once we get it, the hunting rifle. They go down to one shot of it. For now... Build that treasure. And we get the hunting rifle right here. Hunting rifle one-shots the welders, as I mentioned. Getting into it right off the bat here. the reason that these welders all start off like in a really high position is, again, to encourage you to use the hunting rifle. You might notice there's a lot more verticality in this level than we've seen so far. Lots of high places to climb up. That's going to be a theme in episode 2. Verticality is big. That soul just killed himself. Alright, the way to move on is through here. Climb the ladder. Got here. Drop down. Grab the key card. Start digging. 2 ways out of here. There's a secret here. Get crossbow ammo. And that doesn't seem to be a place where we can go. We'll come back to that. This is the climbing thing. We can now walk on walls while it's active. Turn and leave. Power up? Oh well. We'll get more of them. Oh yeah, now we have the yellow key, so we can go in here. Shotgun ammo. Come up here. This is where we would get the riveter we hadn't found at the very beginning of the level. You open this, and hey! Dusk is good to you sometimes. So up here you get another climbing power-up. You can then use to grab this diamond extra rivet. And notice... Oh, shit. Oh, that was bad. Don't know what happened there. Switching off the riveter. Hallowed health, and do a flip! Hell yeah! Both the doors now.
Flinch respond.
Includes a red key card. Get rid of the ammo here. Now we've got all 3 key cards. We can go back to the beginning, but Dusk has one more surprise in store. These are the Grand Wizards, or Duke Mages, or whatever the hell you want to call them. They're kind of assholes. They have more health, their fireballs do more damage, and they're homing. That said, there's still a couple things I forgot to actually grab here. Namely, this secret. Wall takes you over here, teleports you into this little area that gives you the crossbow and some hallowed health. I don't know how long you can stay, but at the very least I implore you to stay for the next level, because the next level, if I'm remembering it correctly, contains my favorite enemies in the entire game. Unseen. Right off the bat, we have a cracked wall. There's a gas can somewhere in here. There it is. Rifle ammo. Rather quiet here. Got a second pistol. It's fine, it's fine. Second shotgun. We're really loading up. Why haven't we seen an enemy yet? Something killed all these guys. Don't go in the ruins. Ruins access. Okay, I guess I won't go in the ruins then. Artifact storage. There's the yellow key. I could go in the ruins now if I wanted. Secret. Lord, there's a lot of bones here. Oh well. But whatever. We're a badass. We're Dusk guys. Well, hey, it looks like a red key over there. That'll be useful. Don't trust your eyes. That is a Wendigo. They are completely invisible until you shoot them. They'll play a scare chord once they become visible, and you can hear them beforehand by both their panting. You can also see that they leave red blood-stained footprints on the floor. Wendigos are my favorite enemy in the game. They are just every other enemy. It's kind of like standard shooter enemies. There's a lot of stuff that you can recognize from Doom, you can recognize from Quake, all sorts of that stuff. The Wendigo is something I have never really seen before in a first-person shooter of this type. And they are just absolutely fantastic. I love them so much. Yeah.
Intruder spotted.
You can also tell where they are because they'll still interact with physics objects. That's why those barrels are placed there. It actually knocks them aside as it charges through. Hey, blue key. Got some Duke wizards here. With Duke mages, Grand wizards. I don't know what the fuck to call these things. I don't remember how to get that fast fire shutting down. Mostly just a cool arena. Oh yeah, the Wendigo thing. Yeah, I've considered that. But like even with that controversy, it's still my favorite. It's so cool. Alright. Let me know at any time when you have to go, Frog. This is into the thresher.
Intruder spotted.
Oh! New enemy. Turrets. These guys are nasty, but they go down to one hunting rifle bullet. Into the Thresher is a really cool stage. I like it a lot. See the red key there. Got some leather neck. This really just reminds me of one of those outdoor maps from Half-Life. Half-Life was definitely a big inspiration for this game. I've already mentioned the HECU Marines that got turned into soldiers here, but the scientists as well. The scientists are definitely Half-Life creations. Alright. Try to complete this level. Where the hunting rats would feel good. over here. Got a yellow key card here.
Heretic.
Out of health here. I think there's probably some help in the secret over here. That's the secret. Somewhere along this wall. Shit. Oh, here it is. Ammo. Health. Hallowed health. Mortars. They come out of that little invisible spot in the wall. That's the thing they like. They often use those invisible walls for, like, secret exits, so you can't see them from the exit, but you can see them from the entrance. Okay. Yeah, this outdoor area is a bit of a marathon, but it's a fun marathon. Now there's indoor areas, which these can be annoying if you're not prepared for them. So I'm actually just going to pop down a save so we don't have to do all that again if I mess up.
Intruder spotted.
Yeah.
Intruder spotted. Intruder spotted. Stop him.
Sorry if I'm a bit silent. All this stuff is pretty much self-explanatory. I don't feel like I need to explain what's going on here. At least got the blue key card. Pull up my rifle here because there's turrets under the floor. As well as some soldiers under the floor. Yeah, you can take out a lot of this room from the area just above it. Let's take out that one. There he is. When I get down to that room, I don't want to have any distractions because Guess what? 2 Wendigos. Wendigos and fountain pads. So that's wonderful. That's a thing. Okay. Oh, there we go. All hail the great Dutch. Yeah, sorry about lag. It's kind of unavoidable in this game. This game is so fast that I'm pretty sure streaming technology cannot possibly make up for it. Red door. There's a rat. We're opening maintenance access. These things were spinning before I hit the button.
Sacrifice.
Still yet to find a super shotgun here. Now, unfortunately, the fall broke your flashlight. This will happen a couple times in the game. The flashlight tends to take falling damage. Now we just navigate by the lights we're given. Save us. I've never been killed by these, but I'm always very careful. Oh yeah, this place is just solid gore. We're basically inside a gigantic meat grinder. Out here. Up. There's a scientist in the stall. Yeah, we're supposed to actually pick up another flashlight by now. I'd forgotten where it is. Here it is. Found a working flashlight. Yay! And we open up this door, which is really funny because you see all these enemies get killed by the spinnies. Rip those guys. save before I grab this, just because crushers are. There's enough space that you're pretty much safe, but you don't like to take chances. Yellow key. So now, gotta go back over here and actually walk through this area. These won't kill you instantly, but they'll do a bunch of damage. This is where you learn about shooting stuff through walls. Don't shoot the buttons. If I'm using Dusk, I think I will shoot the buttons.
Intruder spotted.
One cool thing is that climbing power-ups, unlike every other power-up in the game, actually respawn when they run out. You always have climb, no matter what. Door there. There's a thing here. A shortcut leading us back to this area. But it's not just a shortcut. You can see there's a crack there. With a whole bunch of mortar ammo. And a grate that apparently opens elsewhere. We'll be back here. Actually, gonna go. One cool thing this game does, it starts off very campy, but it quickly veers into, like, really disturbing horror stuff. Like, hell, this machine is, this is some Clive Barker shit right here. While I love this, I do have to say that this is one of the few times that you see the retro mask glimpse through. This kind of moving texture would make the Quake engine cry. Hit your shit. And then, oh no. Lots of nasty enemies. Recommending a podcast. What podcast? The goats have gone mad. This is one of the very few times you'll actually see Black Phillips in this episode. Magnus Archive, yeah, I've heard about that. I still have to finish Adventure Zone, honestly. At least balance arc, you know? Oh yeah, the shortcut's down here. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll check it out sometime. Certainly, podcasts are going to be a big thing now that we're all stuck at home because of the coronavirus. Distracted remote. Okay. Here we go. Yellow key goes here. They mean this one. Basically puts you into one of those sausage grinder tubes. Here's where they throw, like, 3 friggin' Wendigos at you. I still have River Ammo because while this is the level exit right here, really the one complaint I have about the climbing power-up is that the chain noise while it's on is really annoying. This room has a thing that says a grate opens. That's where we get this. Secret level. This is the Foundry. Just for getting here, you get the achievement Hardcore Parkour. You'll understand why. Whole bunch of barrels full of lava. Apparently lava doesn't actually set flammable objects on fire. That's disappointing. Secret in one of the barrels. Over. Another welder. Shit. 7 health. Ah. Yeah, this is a bad situation. I should regroup. Fall away. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, when you're at low health, DUSK becomes a lot scarier. Red key to open that one. This one just takes you back here. Now there's a yellow door. No problem. Yeah, secret levels tend to be a bit harder, but I'm also just playing very badly here.
Intruder spotted.
We're in a vaguely safe-ish scenario. Ah, shit. Help, please. Crossbow ammo. That is a weird thing. Oh shit. Okay, I need that. Crossbow, yes. Thank you. This is a thermal suit. Lava can't harm us now. Lots of health down there. There's actually more, but I accidentally teleported like shit. Unfortunately, the lava thing doesn't respawn, so it's back here. And we teleport right to the end of the level. This upcoming level, real good level. Just absolutely fantastic. The Escher Labs. There's a Oshri again. Years. The Escher Labs is very clearly based on more Half-Life. But this level actually has kind of a fun story because apparently this was just supposed to be a lab level, but whoever it was, I don't remember if it was Zemansky or Oshri, mentioned that he kind of ran out of ideas for the idea of a science lab, and so he had to get creative with how this level progresses. And it's now one of the most memorable levels in the game. Key opens elsewhere. I shot that thing by accident. Let's open this. Shit. I forgot. Ah! No. Okay. That's now here we go. I always make a save here, just... this bit's so good. The stream hasn't loaded in yet, as in... still. You still with me, Frog? Let's go ahead with this. This is where the cross...
Go on. Take it. Taste the power.
This is the serum of blistering heat. Yeah, this is just super hot. I love using the crossbow and the serum together. Super hot. This opens. Something isn't right. This area is open when it wasn't before. Got some Wendigos chilling in the tank. That's the button, man. Hey! That's why this place is called the Escher Labs. Oh shit. Yeah, this is why the level is so fucking memorable, is just this. Because, like, otherwise this would have been a level just full of, like, box rooms. And, like, as cool as science labs are, no one wants to see a level full of boxes. But... No, instead, this is the best. Now we got the, yellow key. Go back here. Don't. Over a teleporter. Okay, Half-Life 2 got away with it because Half-Life 2 was, like, a hugely important milestone for games. This game cannot get away with just a level full of boxes. It's always difficult getting up to those particular health pack, but I think it's good. Way forward is this red door. Alright, I can finish this level in 8 minutes, don't worry. We'll stop here. This is actually a pretty good stopping point after this level. Where are you? Oh, 2 of you! Save yourself. Oh boy, here we go. Here's the boss. Saving right here. Because this boss is a motherfucker. Sneak open. Grab my mortar. Nope. Shit. Yeah, unfortunately, you fight this boss in a really annoying arena. I think that I should probably just make the save after I button right here.
What have you done?
Say hello to Mama. Mama can use the mortar gun. Or the rivet gun, more accurately. So essentially lean down and then fire a whole bunch of rockets at you. Like that.
Daughters.
She said, "My daughters." That doesn't bode very well for much of fucking anything. One more save. Blue key, right. That's what she's guarding. Yeah, you can skip right past the boss by just, like, grabbing the blue key and running, which I'm very glad I saved there.
Stalker spotted.
And they go up. Just 8 enemies. Oh well. This is the Erebus reactor. I'm going to save here, but I'm just going to give you a small show of it to see what we're going to be doing next time.
Stalker.
Giant arena full of enemies. This place is fun as hell. No, thank you for coming. Seriously, this was super fun. I'm really glad to be getting back into this after so long. I'll be getting Doom Eternal for the Switch when it comes out, but I'll be able to get a PC copy as well. I think a friend has a copy that he's willing to lend to me. Oh yeah. Cowgirls are now an enemy type. They're basically just Mama, but with less health. And that's that. Save. And there we go.